Hi, 7th graders, Miss Bailey here. I'm just going to talk you through the assignment from May 8th in case you missed it. So, first of all, if I'm in second period or if I'm in my ELA class, whatever period you had ELA, you want to find the assignment that was quarter 4, week 3, creative writing and descriptive language. And I'm going over day 15, May 8th. It was a virtual class we had, just in case you missed it. Here are the materials all attached. I can click view assignment. And first thing to do was do now. Second thing was to watch the presentation. Third thing, complete the quiz. And 4, make sure you completed the day 13 and 14th writing prompt number 3. Okay, so if I'm looking at this, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do, this is virtual class attendance, the do now. I would type in my email address, my 890 number, at RCSD121, type in your name. I'm Ms. Bailey. And then I would say what class am I in? I'm 7-1, 7-2, 7-3, 7-4. Okay, so the do now. If a celebrity was to come to speak at your school, what celebrity would you choose to speak? Explain why you would choose them. Your answer needs to be 2 sentences. So I would say, I would want Oprah to, I'm going to capitalize that, proper noun, to come visit. I chose her because she gives away free stuff. Okay, so anyway, I 2 sentences. I said who I chose, and then I said why in my second sentence. And then I would hit submit, and then you'd be done, and you could just X out of that tab. Okay, so I did the do now. Presentation. Okay, let's watch the presentation or talk through it really quick. Alright, do now, we just did that. Second thing, I can review the grading procedures for quarter 4, and I can identify and write examples of figurative and descriptive language. Okay, so just so you all know, 25% of your grade is to the classwork, which is everything in Google Classroom. And then the second thing is participation. Okay, that's coming to Zoom class. That's doing our do nows. And then our 50% is those weekly writing prompts, those longer writings, and quizzes. So we want to make sure we're doing all those writing prompts. Okay, and so now we didn't get to this. This is a puzzle we played at the end, but the next thing you need to do is the quiz, virtual class quiz. So again, type in your email address, your 890 number at RCSD121, type in your name, tell me what class you're in, and then you hit next. Okay. Here we go. Identify which figurative language the definition is describing. You might want to get yourself to the same point. You might want to pause my video here with reading the directions and get yourself to this point and then click back and forth from my video to the question. Okay, identify which figurative language the definition is describing. Giving human characteristics to something not human. Is that personification, onomatopoeia, hyperbole, alliteration, simile, metaphor, or idiom? Giving human characteristics to something not human. Which one is that? Okay. A comparison using like or as. Is that personification, onomatopoeia, hyperbole, alliteration, simile, metaphor, idiom? A comparison using like or as. A set of words using the same letter repeatedly at the beginning. Is that personification, onomatopoeia, hyperbole, alliteration, simile, metaphor, idiom? A set of words using the same letter repeating at the beginning. What is that called? Words that mimic real life sounds. Sound words. Is that personification, onomatopoeia, hyperbole, alliteration, simile, metaphor, idiom? 2 unlike objects compared with no like or as. Is that personification, automatopoeia, hyperbole, alliteration, simile, metaphor, idiom? Two unlike objects compared, no like or as. A phrase that is not intended to be taken literally. Personification, automatopoeia, hyperbole, alliteration, simile, metaphor, idiom. Which of those is a phrase that is not intended to be taken literally? An exaggeration so dramatic that no one will believe it's true. Is that personification, automatopoeia, hyperbole, alliteration, simile, metaphor, idiom? Which one of these is an exaggeration so dramatic no one will believe it's true? Okay, I have to click through randomly. These aren't the right answers. These are random answers. Don't copy these. I'm just doing it so it'll let me go on to the next page. Because I forgot to do that. Okay, I think I answered them all. Yes. Okay, so then you hit next after you've answered them all. Okay, so now these are examples, and again, you have to tell me which one they are. Kill two birds with one stone. Personification, automatopoeia, hyperbole, alliteration, simile, metaphor, idiom. Which one is kill two birds with one stone? She's a pretty bird. Is that personification, automatopoeia, hyperbole, alliteration, simile, metaphor, idiom? Which one of these is she is a pretty bird? Again, I'm not clicking the right answers, I'm randomly clicking. Donald the Dalmatian, dog dug all day. Is that personification, automatopoeia, hyperbole, alliteration, simile, metaphor, idiom? Donald the Dalmatian dug all day. The car goes vroom vroom. Personification, automatopoeia, hyperbole, alliteration, simile, metaphor, idiom. Again, I'm not clicking the right answers. She's hungry as a cow. Personification, automatopoeia, hyperbole, alliteration, simile, metaphor, idiom. The flowers nodded in the wind. Personification, automatopoeia, hyperbole, alliteration, simile, metaphor, idiom. I'm so hungry I could eat a horse. Is that personification, automatopoeia, hyperbole, alliteration, simile, metaphor, idiom? I'm so hungry I could eat a horse. Okay, here we go. You're writing 1 to 2 sentences to describe each of the following picture. Be sure to use all 5 senses and different types of figurative language. Okay, so we see these beautiful birds with the waterfall. Okay, so now we're zooming in on this one part of the picture. Write 1 to 2 sentences describing the birds in the picture. The birds were as beautiful as a lady. Write 1 to 2 sentences describing the plants. The flowers faced the sun. Write 1 to 2 sentences describing the sky. The sky turned into orange sherbet. Where's the S? H. Write 1 to 2 sentences describing the waterfall. The waterfall was a mirror into the past. I only wrote 1 sentence, but definitely if you need to write 2 to make your metaphor, make your simile or hyperbole, write 2. Okay, Again, rate your last part. Rate how you feel you're doing with the following targets. There are no correct answers. Be honest. I can identify types of figurative language. Not yet, kind of, yes, other. Again, there's no right or wrong answers, it's just how you personally feel. I can write using different types of figurative language. I can write using descriptive language. Not yet, kind of, yes, other. I can develop the setting of a story in my writing. Not yet, kind of, yes, other. What is something that you're struggling with? I am struggling with. What is something you want us to do more of? I want to play more Kahoot. Alright, and they've been submitted, and that is all you have to do. Always reach out to any of your teachers if you have any questions. Bye-bye.